What's up, guys? Now that Jesus walks among the walking dead, we get an episode that really brought scope to new and differing cultures and social dynamics. But just to be clear, we're headed to the hilltop of spoilers here, so check it for yourself, lest you wreck it for yourself. Good? Good. Then let's have a look at how the biggest things from the latest episode played out in the comics. The discussion of where Jesus is taking our intrepid heroes played out a bit more forcefully in the comics, letting Jesus seem cool and collected, while Rick seemed quite the mean old bully. In the AMC telling, Jesus takes the wheel of our conversation, leading our heroes with opportunity and piling his new following into an old RV to check out his sweet crib. When it's decided that Carl is going to keep an eye, just one, on home base for his pops, the team heads out, coming across some inept Hilltopians in dire need of some help. The tour went differently on paper. Carl stows away in the van and the trip takes several days, causing some run-ins with walkers and an eventual fight scene that makes Jesus look like a total ninja. Jesus is back in the house, and he's brought guests. The crew's arrival plays out essentially exactly as it does in the comics, right down to the laughable spears wielded by the gatekeepers. Luckily, Jesus is the keymaster, and Rick's crew is welcomed into the abundant community of Hilltop. Let's hope they have some cold orange crush. We saw some other Hilltop citizens homecoming and had a real unfriendly hug for the town's leader. This encounter was nearly identical to its inked inspiration, and true to form, it maintained the gore and intensity, including this memorable splash page featuring Rick's badass rhetoric. The series seemed to groom Maggie as a leader, giving her the reins to negotiate with the slimy, unlikable Gregory. The comic book cowboy, Rick, was not so trusting in the comics, dealing with Gregory himself. As we saw, both versions involved Gregory with a fashionable new piercing, leading to a conversation about the mysterious Negan and his backup band, the Saviors. In both versions, Rick's group negotiates payment of supplies for dead guys. In the show, we get an ultrasound of Glenn and Maggie's new little walker bait. This episode's storyline takes place between issues 94 through 96. It may not have been as action-packed as the mid-season premiere, but Jesus promises a bigger world, and we get our first taste of that here. We're very excited to see what lies ahead. If you want a little more perspective into what we think is coming for the expanded world, be sure to check out our predictions for the comic episode each week, as well as our after-episode conversations, and as per usual, for all things Walking Dead, stay with us right here on IGN.